Okay, so as you can tell by the title, you already know we're gonna get into. And honestly, I am getting ready now because we are about to leave to a haunted house. Do I know which one? No, but that's why I wanted to remake this video. Yes, remake it because I already had this on my channel before, but like I said, I remade it. Okay. I wanted to talk about my experiences with haunted houses, especially here around Houston, because, you know, I've been to some of them that have been overrated and everything like that. So, yeah. So, okay, so I'm gonna just get straight into this, like I said, because I'm still getting ready. And pretty much all I have is just concealer, as you can tell, because look, my bags are covered, and then all right here is red. And then, of course, I have my eyebrows done. But anyway, so I put a white towel over me because, you know, in case I drop makeup, it's gonna be on the towel, you know. But anyways, so I'm trying to find my foundation, but my mom is screaming in the background. I don't know if you can hear her because the Astros won against the Yankees. But anyways, so I don't know why they're laughing. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's what I was trying to say. Let me just go down the timeline of every single haunted house I've been to. All right, so I went to my first haunted house back in 2019. Yeah, October 2019. The first haunted house I went to was Phobia. So Phobia is pretty cool. Pretty scary, I guess you can say, because at the end of every single haunted house there is a guy with a chainsaw, and you're literally cornered because there's only one exit and he blocks it. So yeah, there's that. It's probably that's scary. I know they have like 5 houses or like 4 houses, then they have that big house with all like 6 different houses connected into that one, and I have never been into that one. I always wanted to experience it, but I just never got to experience it. So yeah, my least favorite house that Phobia has or had, because I don't know if Phobia changes it every year, but it has to be the kinetic energy one. That one is like so lame. Literally, it's what it freaking says. Kinetic means it's all like props, so it's not even that scary. And it, like I said, it's lame. Like the whole time, like you're anticipating it is what I can say. Like that's all it gives you, is just like gives you the anxiety. Like okay, like what's gonna pop out next? But nothing really pops out. So yeah. But anyways, what else? There's a clown house that they have. I think that one's pretty cool. It's cool because, like, you know, the props they have in there, the different colors that they use, like the creation itself is pretty cool. So I like that one. What is also cool is that they have a lot of characters walking around. Like a lot of them. Yes, they do chase you. My favorite, I guess, yeah, my favorite house in Phobia has to be I think it's called like Insane Asylum or Mental Asylum. I can't remember the exact name. It's either a no, it can't be that. I think it's Insane Asylum, or it's just Asylum. I don't remember. If you know which one I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the reason why that one is my favorite is because, like, the house itself is completely dark, okay? It's completely dark. You get like these like crazy looking flashing lights here and there, but other than that, like, you're literally walking in the dark, you know? And then there's this one part where it's like a little bridge that you're walking on, right? But in the dark you can see that there's little holes in the corner where they're able to pop out, and some of them are on the floor. So that just be having me jumping. I'm just like, oh my god, what's the floor? But yeah, like, I'm just a big baby. But I think that one has to be the best house that they have, is that, because like I said, it's just so dark, so you don't even know what you're gonna walk into, you know what I mean? But I think they're like $40 a ticket for Phobia. I think it's kind of overrated, to be honest. I really do think it's overrated. I really do think so. But yeah, don't go to Phobia, because like I said, I just gave you like 2 of the best houses. But like I did say like earlier, I don't know if they changed the houses like every year, you know what I mean? So yeah, because like I said, like I went there in 2019. I think I went there twice. I did go there twice. Did I go there twice? I think I did. Oh, and then they also had like this like bug one. I can't remember what the heck it was called, but it was just weird. I didn't like that one. It's just weird. If you're from Houston and you grew up on 104.1 KRBE, the radio station, well, you should know that they're usually like always somewhere like around Houston for like a weekend or whatever. So that time I had gone to Phobia, I had gone a second time with my dad and my cousins, and the first time I went was with my ex in this like group, whatever. But anyway, Special K was there, and we were just there talking and everything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. What else? Is that all I have to say about Phobia? Yeah, I just think it's really overrated. I really do think so. I really do. Like, now that I've gone to other haunted houses, I think that one's like the most overrated, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Oh, okay. So also in 2019, I had gone to this haunted house in Channelview. It's called Terror Dome. Terror Dome is actually is very underrated. Like, Terror Dome is underrated. I think the tickets are like 20, 30. I think. I can't remember. I cannot remember. But Terror Dome is so good. Like, does that mean like Terror Dome is one big old house? So it has like a insane asylum in there. It has oh my god, what is it called? Like that little meat market, whatever they call it. I can't remember what it's actually called for like a haunted house, but like they have that in there. They have like just different themes in there. So it's like a big old warehouse that is just made up of completely different houses. So, well, like different themes. So I think it is so cool. It is a lot smaller than Phobia, of course, because like I said, it's just one warehouse. But the cool thing about that is the fact that it's connected to a Halloween store. And out of that Halloween store, they use all those like props that they sell. I just think like it's really cool, like very authentic, I guess you could say, and like genuine, if that makes any type of sense. But like, yeah, I think that Terror Dome is really cool. If you guys have never been, check it out. I really do like it. But yeah, I do love Terror Dome. Terror Dome is so good. I've been to Terror Dome twice as well. I went last year. So whenever I had gone back, was it last year or was it 2020? Oh my god, I can't remember. I think it was yeah, it was last year. Did I go in 2020? I think so. I think I did go. I can't remember, because 2020 to me at this point is just a whole big old blur. But they do change out like some themes, like some of them they do keep, and then some they don't. Oh, also about Terror Dome. Oh my god, I think I'm speaking about themes. So they have this little clown house too. Like this. Why do I keep saying house? It's a theme. Oh, look how bald I look. And they give you glasses, like 3D glasses, right? And it is just so cool. There's a lot of things that like you kind of anticipate, but it doesn't happen, and vice versa. Like things that you don't think are gonna happen, they happen. So there was this one, they didn't do it. I don't think they did it last year, which they should have. But they had this clown in the mirror, right? They had like this big old mirror, and there's like 3 or 4 clowns just behind each other. So whenever you look at it, like, oh, that's a cool thing, like they got a hat or whatever, like that's just cool. Well, one of them actually move, and they come around the corner whenever you're coming around that hallway to like come into the next theme. They pop out of that mirror on the side, and they scare you like that. But yeah, like it's pretty cool. I like it. Like I said, since Terror Dome really isn't like overrated, since like Terror Dome isn't really that popular as like the other houses, there's really not that much of a wait. But yeah, and like speaking of like the wait and everything, so the length of the houses, I feel like, especially with Terror Dome, I feel like it definitely felt longer last year than the year before. Like it definitely did. It's a good experience, and it's a good length of time to like, you know, be in a house, especially like that big. But like in Phobia, it's like a minute, maybe not even a minute. Like it just feels so short. Like, does that make sense? Especially for like that amount of money that you're paying. You would think like, okay, like at least give me like a good 3 minutes. I gone to Scream World for my first time in 2020. And let me tell y'all, that is more overrated than Phobia itself, okay? For one, you have this long line to wait in, okay? And I think like the tickets are like $40. I can't remember. But yeah. And then in the lines, you know, they have characters there walking around, whatever. And they're not really that scary, to be honest. Like maybe there's like 1 or 2 that are scary, and then you have like those other ones that are like cool to look at, like, oh, you know, this is cool, like the art of it is cool, whatever. But other than that, like they really don't be scaring nobody, to be honest. Maybe you have like those 1 or 2 that go around and like scare people in the line, but then everybody else just sitting there just chit chatting, you know what I mean? So I'm just like you know. But that's just me. I'm very picky. I'm not picky, I'm just very observant of how like things work, and I'm just like, really, like this is the experience that you come for, you know what I mean? Like you come to a haunted house to get scared, not to like chit chat, you feel me? Or at least like chit chat with the monsters or whatever. But anyway, the whole time that we were in Scream World, we're literally like right behind the next group. So that's why I forgot to speak on that. Phobia, they give you a good like time between each party, you know what I mean? So by the time like you go in, they start banging on the wall, like the person that's there with you outside, like running the line, they bang on the wall and they're like, fresh meat, whatever. And that's how like the new party comes in, you know? Well, same thing with Terror Dome. Like the guy that is with you at the line at Terror Dome, the very beginning of the house you walk into is a graveyard, right? And that's like basically like the entrance to the haunted house. So the guy is there just, you know, running down the rules with you, whatever, and like he'll make like a joke at the end, and then he'll just dip off, and then that's how you just started. So they're very, very organized with their time. Just not Scream World. To be honest, is that still a thing? Because I've driven by, I think like the parking lot of it a couple times. I'm just like, dang, it's like empty. Like there's nothing here no more. But I don't know if like that's the wrong one I was looking at. But anyway. So yeah, like I said, like as soon as you're in there, maybe like you're a good 10 seconds behind like the next party, and if they're walking slow, you're already right there with them, like, oh hey, we're a part of the same party at this point. And it's just horrible. And not even that, the whole freaking time that you're walking, it literally is nothing. Like it's brutal decorations on the wall. Like you're just going in there to sightsee. Like there's barely anybody that's scaring you. You're just like, oh wow, look at this wall of skeletons, whatever. Oh okay, look at this side. Like no hay nadie, like right there that's scaring you. Like I said, like you're basically just there for sightseeing. So it's just like, what the heck? And then the last bit is a freaking maze, right? So it's a maze that you had to get out of, and they have like 1 or 2 monsters in the maze with you, but they don't really do nothing. They just stand there and look at you like you're looking dumb. But yeah, like you know what I mean? Like at this point, shoot, tell me where to go, because you're not doing nothing. Just tell me, shoot. But I hate it. It's just pointless. Like Scream World is like pointless, and so many people talk so highly about it, but it's just like, ¿de qué hablas? Like, what are you talking about? Like, Screamworld? No, it's not. Like, it's not the best haunted house there is. Like, no, come on now. Was it 20? No, it was 2019. Yeah. Okay, so whenever I had gone to Pearland, it was really good. Like, it was really good. Like, that was a good haunted house to go to and everything. Like, it was really good. You get this little card or like this little ID tag, whatever, right? So every single haunted house that you go to, like, they stamp the corner of your little tag or whatever, right? And but yeah, like, you're paying for like all the houses, whatever. But like I said, like, it was really good whenever I gone, like, the first time. Like, that haunted house was like literally the best I had been to, because there's multiple houses in that big old like haunted house itself, and they're all pretty lengthy. Like, they're a good like 3 minutes each, so you're getting your money. You're getting your it's worth the money that you're paying for, because like I said, like, those haunted houses are 3 minutes each. So there was this like forest one that I had gone to, and the first time I went, it was literally good. Like, it's pure darkness. Sometimes like it has like lit it up, like the path is lit up or whatever. But other times, like, it's just you by yourself, and they got creepy like swamp music or whatever, like forest music going on, whatever, or like bug noises. So you're kind of anticipating, you know, somebody to come at you, but you're also trying to figure out like, okay, where am I gonna go, you know? So I think that's the best part, because like it gives the monsters the advantage like to like surprise you, you know? So it's really good. I like that. And there was this school bus. Yeah, I remember the school bus. Okay, so the school bus, I think that was the entrance to the forest. Yeah, it was. Okay, so the school bus was the entrance to that forest, I think. But whenever I had gone back last year, they made the school bus like a little they separated that from the first thing that they had did with it, and then they made it into like a smaller one. And at first, like, they had monsters in the school bus, but last year they didn't. So it was just like, dang, like, you're kind of expecting something to be good when it wasn't good, you know? Like, it's not saying like, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you know? Because they had props sitting on the school bus, and they had the same thing last year, but the only difference is like, you were kind of waiting to see like, okay, is somebody gonna move? Like, that would be cool if somebody moved, like, you know, they all look like they're fake, whatever, but somebody ends up moving, you know? But like, nobody moved, so like that kind of took the excitement out of the school bus. And then, oh yeah, there was a cemetery one, right? So it's cool because like the cemetery blocks, like, I guess like the maze that they're trying to build in it, like the maze that they built inside the cemetery, is pretty cool because like they're really tall. But the bad thing about that is the fact that you get lost so easily, and it just sucks because like I said, like, even though they give you good time distance with the parties, if you like, they don't have a good enough like direction to tell you like, okay, you're going this way or you're going that way, you know? So if you get lost, like, you kind of slow down, so like the next party catches up to you. So that's the bad thing about that. And they didn't really have that many monsters the second time I went, so that kind of sucked too. And then the houses just sucked in general because, like, you know, COVID time or whatever, like COVID time and everything, there really weren't that many monsters either. So there was a lot of gaps where there should have been monsters, there weren't, you know what I mean? So they also had like this clown theme too, right? And at the end, it just gave you like bubbles. But at the same time, you also got to choose your exit. Like, did you want the water or did you want like the dry? Basically, the water was just the bubbles at your feet. It was cute or whatever, but like still. And that too, like I said, like they didn't really have that many monsters or clowns, so like it wasn't really that much of a good show. Does that make sense? But I don't know if they cleaned up their act this year or not. If you guys have been to the haunted house I'm talking to in Pearland, was it good? Like, was it like the first time I had went, or is it like still like the same like how it was last year? because I was low-key kind of disappointed, because I'm just like, dang, like this is actually like a really good house that I had gone to the first time, and for me to come back again and this is how it was, like, kind of just sucked, you know what I mean? So last year I had gone to Purgatory. Purgatory is formerly known as Kingwood Asylum, right? But of course, you know, different owners and everything like that happens. They got bought out by new ones, so whatever. So I never been to Kingwood Asylum. So whenever Kingwood Asylum was a thing, people, you know, said like, oh yeah, it's good. Yeah? Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. And what was I saying? Just a friendly tip, maybe anyone could share a lawyer. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so whenever, like I said, Kingwood Asylum, whenever it was a thing, like, you know, people were saying like, oh, it's good. Some people were saying like, nah, it's really bad. It's not that good, whatever. So Purgatory happened, and some people were saying, like, by like what I've heard about it, people were saying like you should go, like it's really good for being like Kingwood and being on this side of Houston, like it's really good, whatever. So I was just like, okay, you know, let me check it out, whatever. So I went to Purgatory with my dad and my cousins, you know, the usual people that I go to haunted houses with. And when I tell you that Purgatory is literally top tier, it is top tier, okay? Because it is so freaking long. So not only is it long in the inside, but it also is long in the outside. So yes, they have an in and an outdoor, which kind of sucks, like whenever it rains and stuff, like, you know, you get muddy and everything like that. And, you know, when it's cold, it gets like cold, whatever. So I don't know the ticket prices. Everything will be in the description box. As big as it is, there's not gaps. So there's monsters every single freaking where. There's monsters on the outside in the line with you. Yes, they're there chit-chatting with you, but then they're like, oh, hold on. And then they go sneak off and then scare somebody else. So that's really cool too. Like, they're also staying in character, you know, but they also break character sometimes. So yeah. The inside is so freaking cool. Like, their props are freaking amazing. Like, they're really cool. Like, sometimes you're like, dang, this should be like in a scary movie type thing. Or their costumes too. Their costumes too are so freaking cool. There was this one girl that was in the closet part of the this one girl had a costume of like a doll, but like the doll looked like it was like old and like broken type thing, you know what I mean? So the costume was just perfect, and she was in like the closet area, or like the closet theme of the haunted house. And I think that was one of the last houses you go through before you have to go through the tunnel to go outside. So the tunnel itself, so they made it seem like you're going through trenches to go to the outside. And even though you're like, okay, is there a monster in here? I can't remember there was one or there wasn't one. I think there was one, but I think he was just like at the little halfway point, like still telling you like, oh, you're still going this way, whatever, right? But that tunnel was freaking long. But the whole time, like, they have fog machines going on. They have like noises, props going on too. Like, they have like this giant spider in there that like basically like pushes you into a corner or whatever. Like, it's really freaking cool. Like, if you have never been to Purgatory, you should definitely go to Purgatory. Like, it's really, really cool. And then the outside itself, they have a theme where it looks like a old playground, and like the playground equipment is real playground equipment, but it grew moss and everything, you know what I mean? Like, it's been there abandoned over time. So they incorporated that into a whole theme itself, and they put it as like a little carnival. So it's just really cool. It's really cool. Like I said, monsters are everywhere. It's just really, really cool. Like, you have to go, and that is something that is definitely worth your money. Like, I think it's like $40. I want to say it's not that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but like, it's still worth your money because of everything that you're getting, you know what I mean? So the whole house in total, I want to say like you're spending like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. But the only time like it slows down like the group is whenever you're going through the tunnel. But other than that, yeah, because like the tunnel has a lot of steps and stairs and everything like that, it has a lot of twists and turns. You see how like my eyelash is just different from this one, and I don't like that. If the Pearland haunted house didn't disappoint me last year, it would be the best haunted house I've ever been to. But since I got disappointed, Purgatory for sure is the best. It is the best. Also, I think all haunted houses are open Friday the 13th. Like that Friday or like that weekend. I know that the haunted house in Pearland is open on Valentine's Day weekend. What else? So yeah, like a lot of the haunted houses are not only just open for Halloween. Like I said, like the one in Pearland is open for the weekend of Valentine's Day. Like it's just really cool. I think like that would be a perfect date. If I ever had a Valentine, baby, just know we're going to a haunted house, okay? But yeah, Screamfest in San Antonio is still on my freaking bucket list, okay? That is still on my bucket list. But yeah, somebody please tell me that the haunted house in Pearland got its act together, please. And yes, this is the only haunted house I have been to in this month. Can you believe that? And we're already on the 22nd. Did you talk to Haley? And this is the last and only house I have been to in this month. And I hate it because y'all know that I get so freaking excited when September comes because of haunted houses. And the fact that I only went to freaking one, oh my god, I need some better people to go with. So y'all are, if y'all are ever down to go to haunted houses with me, y'all let me know, okay? True. Oh my god. We all have to wash our cars. That's okay. What the heck is beeping?
Car bubble. What's he doing?
I don't know. What's he looking for?
Press it. No, because I had pressed the button.
And it wasn't locking?
Yeah, and it was like start, I'll start.
Honda. They're so stupid. you heard that in the parking lot? Does somebody honk back? I'm scared. I don't want somebody to come chase me with a chainsaw.
Oh, you know what? It was off cash, right? Yeah.
I think so.
There's a nice camera.
The line's not long. You're right. You know, they actually make good money working at haunted houses. I mean, you have very distinctive hair, so I don't know. Maybe. Probably why he would cuss there.
He smells good.
He does. He does. David said he smells good. Oh, yeah. Well, he smells like baby powder.
Part of shaving.
You're so stupid. You heard it? So dumb. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. Once he gets up here.
It's gonna be 160.
I'm gonna you still walking.
I got the $40 ticket.
But it's worth it.
What's almost 4 tickets.
Minus 15%.
She's not even in the house yet. Ya tiene miedo. Oh, that's the dude that said that your hair looks like a curly fry, right? Or a chip, a Frito, or something like that. He's just walking the light. I went to Purgatory in Kingwood. The tickets are $40 each. The park lasts about like 20 30 minutes. Because it's so freaking big. It's not necessarily like big wide, it's long. It's big long. Yeah. But yeah. They added a lot of new characters and they added some new rooms. It was a lot longer in every single area. It was longer in the inside. It was also longer in the tunnels. It was also longer on the outside. I am the biggest chicken you will ever meet. And by that, I mean sometimes like I'll be big and brave. And then other times like just little noises like horns or wind blowing or anything like that scares me and I just start screaming. But yeah. Like I said, Purgatory is really, really good. It is really worth the $40, especially since like it lasts about like 20 to 30 minutes. So it's super good. The props itself are really good. The costume, the masks are good. Besides the coffins being added into the tunnels, they also added a little gas station thing. So it was really cool. And because it's long, they don't really give groups that big of a space, and even if they did, it's probably because like so many people like, you know, run through they literally run through the park that eventually like they're gonna catch up to you know what I mean? So that's the only bad part about that is that, but other than that, it's really good. Like you should definitely check it out. And I tried to like film where it was just my voice or like just like film the voices, but since I have a white t-shirt on, which is Ashley Damien's, you can see the little recording thing. So I was like, damn. So that's why he was just like, your phone's on. I was like, oh, for real. So I had to turn that off because of that reason. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video out on that note and everything. If you didn't check out Purgatory yet or have not had the chance to check out Purgatory at all during this month, well, during the last 2 months, you should definitely put that on your bucket list for next year. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video because I'm so freaking exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.